And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Long Dark. We're playing on Interloper, so we're trying to map the world. Though I think this stream is going to be a bit of a calmer stream, because we're going to do fishing in this stream. We're going to head down to the coastal highway, and we're going to do a bunch of fishing. So unless the weather is absolutely terrible, we're heading coastal highway direction. Checking the inventory before we head out. But yeah, so we've got a quest mainly to do fish delivery to the trader. So we're going to head over to the trader in Coastal Highway, and we're going to fish in our preferred fishing spot and ride a bunch of fish. Maybe do a little bit of hunting out there. We'll see what's up. If the bear's up, I might hunt the bear. And for the time of day, which is just before noon, this is reasonably warm, so we should be able to make pretty good time. We'll probably take a detour to feed the character a little bit. Take the detour over to the bear kill we had from earlier. But otherwise, I'm going to take basically the straight trip out to Coastal Highway and the fish we have at the end of the Coastal Highway. In the last stream, for people that didn't miss the last stream or can't remember the last couple parts in the YouTube videos, we just finished up mapping Mountain Town. We mapped basically the entire northern half of Forlorn Muskeg on the way back from Mountain Town. So after this fishing trip, which will probably take the entire stream, we'll do the fishing trip, get ourselves all filled in vitamin C, and do the delivery for Sutherland. And then we'll probably head back out here. And the next stream I'll decide whether we're heading out to... Well, work our way out to Broken Railroad, so map the southern half of Forlorn Muskeg and head out to Broken Railroad, or if I head out to Hush River Valley. Make that decision in the next one. Well, we'll see how quickly the fishing trip goes. Maybe the fishing trip will go really fast and we'll make the decision at the end of the stream. Like most stream days, I am planning on doing roughly a 4-part stream of 30 to 40 minutes each. As I'm wandering through here, this is a spot that can sometimes have a bit of bird park, which is why I'm spooling the head so much as I'm looking to see if I can see any bird park. Though I'm not being lucky in this case. Nice sunny day, so maybe in part of this detour I might spend the time cooking some bear instead of just walking on through. Gives a good opportunity to warm up as well.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Oh, got a pile of meat here. This appears to be venison. I'll eat this instead of the bear meat then. I'm still going to detour to the bear meat and do some bear meat cooking, but... Eaten, we have plenty of calories to sprint, which let me get to where I want to go faster. So after the wildlife refresh, I think the moose spawn for this map moved over here. But what we're seeing is the deer are over there right now, not the moose. Not that I need to kill another moose anytime soon, anyway. Taking a little bit of condition damage here, because with the sun we probably lost a little bit of raw temperature. Tend to find that Interloper it's a little warmer on the overcast days than when it's on the sunny days. So I think the meat pile I'm about to approach should be fully cooked. Though I think this one is starting to run a little empty as well, which is a different problem. Yeah, so we got a full pile of cooked meat here, and it wasn't as empty as I thought it was. We'll still run over to the next one. Has been long enough that this bear may have respawned, so I should be a little bit careful coming around the corner here. Just in case the bear is next to his hideout. Okay, the wolves are in close and the bear is in close, so I'm going to be a little more careful here. Memory serves, there should be a meat pile around here somewhere. From the second bear kill. The bear knows me. Isn't ideal. And a wolf knows me, which is also not ideal. Actually, the best way to do this is... whoops. Start using the sun.
Come on, come on. Fire's life out here.
That might be it over there. It's been a while since I've been to this pile. So I forget exactly where it is. All I remember is that there was one. Well, that's not it. I think that wolf is glitched. Oh, I'm definitely having problems trying to find this one. It's easy enough I could just make another pile, to be fair. Kill the wolf. Or kill the wolf or kill the bear. Get some more meat that way. Is that it? Or was it far closer to where the bear spawned? That would explain why I haven't been traveling it too very much. Yeah, this is it.
Come on. Come on.
Coincidentally, a pile of water there. Okay, I'm a little bit low in water, but I don't really want to cook more water right now. Anyway, it took a little bit longer to get out here than I had hoped, but, well, that's because I kind of got distracted by the bear in the way, I suppose. I forgot where the pile of meat was and got distracted by the fact that the bear... The bear was, like, right out there when I was, coming around the corner, so I didn't see the meat pile because I saw the bear in the way instead. So we're going to easily be able to finish reading this book and get 6 pieces of meat cooked in the meantime.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, so we're 37 degrees next to 41 degree fire, so it's about -4, so this is not actually bad weather. It's getting a little bit late, but it's not bad weather. The bear should leave me alone while I'm next to the fire here. So I'll probably want to leave before the fire goes out, of course, but he should leave me alone because I'm next to my quitting fire. And this would be a bad place to shoot the bear from, unless I get a kill, which I'm not guaranteed to. grab 5 kilograms
Wonder
of
if I can drop any
meat.
of this gear.
That's a little bit overweight, but that'll be fine. And we'll take the fire with us. We'll drop this meat off at the dam, so I've got an easier meat pickup drop-off location. Well, meat pickup location I'm going through next time. We got a couple uncooked pieces here, but that'll be fine. Oops. Ah. Fudge. What I was trying to do is I was trying to set the fire up quickly. Usually the bear won't charge you over a campfire, but I took the corner a bit too sharp. We'll be fine. We've got enough hit points. This won't be an issue. Main thing is going to be bad for our clothing.
Gotta stop that blood loss.
Okay, nothing broke, so it could have been worse. Needless to say, that is a setback. I don't want to be traveling this wounded, especially if I'm going to travel past the bear. Anyway, let's sprint over to the closest camp and we'll sleep as long as we can, and then we'll head out. Won't be ideal weather, but it'll be workable. Well, whatever the weather it is, it'll be better with more hit points, so... Those look like bare hands. I think we... Oh, we probably lost the rabbit mittens. That's a annoyance, but not world-ending. Mainly carrying the torch with me right now for the little bit of protection it provides from wolves. Not because I want to push out the fire. I want to take a nice, make the character take as long as the rest of it can. We'll start with the fire when we wake up. And yeah, we have at least one clothing item missing because we have frostbite risk, which means we have an unaccompanied like hand slot. Yeah. Okay, well, those sleep mittens will come in useful for the moment. Take those. The only item that broke is the rabbit skin mitts, which is fine. They're fairly replaceable if we need to. %. 71% deer pants might be better than the... No. At least not as a exterior slot. Well, it is an interior slot. It would be a better exterior slot, but we don't need an exterior slot at the moment. Okay, so we got 2 rabbit bits. I think to replace the rabbit mitts, we need a bench. Yeah, and some more rabbits. Rabbits would be hard to get. Okay, we got the deer hide for doing this repair, so let's attempt that repair while the weather is... while the sun's up. Okay, so we got that repair done. You could use repair. Those are fine, that's fine. You're a placeholder until we can remake the rabbit mitts. Need a wolfskin pelt for that, which shouldn't be too hard to find, but we don't have one here. Okay, I think it's time to give this character a well-deserved recovery nap before we head out. And we'll probably find more guts as we find the rabbit stuff. So, 10-hour snooze. He's not going to sleep for 10 hours, but we'll give him as much as I can. Oh, he slept that long. Give us enough time for the frostbite risk to recover. And let's see if we can get going back the way we wanted to, but we ran into the bear that upsetted our plans. Oh, is it cold? Visibility is down as well. So because of how cold it is, we're going to have to stop more frequently to warm up on the way out to Coastal Highway. Had I been able to not run into the bear the previous night, we probably would be able to have made the trip all the way out to Coastal Highway in one go. Avoid the bear. Don't want another mauling. I think we got almost the worst mauling we could have got with our flow thing on that mauling. That was a pretty bad mauling.
Can't feel my hands.
Needless to say right now, I got plenty
Might
of
have to grab some
food,
gear.
and I've got shortage of health, so if I sprint, that costs fatigue and calories. I can replace the calories by eating, I can replace the fatigue by recovering health. In fact, that's one reason to deplete fatigue, is so that I can recover health. So I'm really, really willing right now to do a lot of sprinting. We're going to basically try to sprint most of the way down to the coastal highway.
Up again.
The only thing that I'm worried about is if I'm carrying food like I am right now, I will attract wolves. Oh, not long till daylight. Good to know. Back into the cabin over here to warm up. I'll take that as an opportunity to eat some of our food as well. So some of this meat we were planning on taking to the front of the dam, or it's not going to make it there because we're going to eat it before we get there, but that's fine. A quick 1 hour snooze, because it's an efficient way to warm up. Maybe not as efficient for recovery, because we're only getting 1% health back for sleeping like this. But 1% is more than no percent. And it's better to recover the warmth than to still be taking 20% damage by trying to push through while cold.
Thank goodness. Made it through another night.
We're gonna walk that dog. I'm not worried it's behind us. In fact, I'm happy that we now have a dog behind us, because that means that will be the one tracking us as we cross over the bridge. That's the one drawback of carrying food without a lit torch, is it's harder to shed bulls. And you tend to attract them, so actually knowing where one is that's following me is actually advisable over not carrying a smelly load like this.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Well, he didn't get a deer. There might have been a ptarmigan or, well, probably ptarmigan. He probably got a ptarmigan. Because I don't usually remember there being rabbits there.
Cold.
Okay, so I was going on about being happy that I had a wolf following me, and now I don't have one following me. So I'm going to save my sprint for coming around this corner. Sometimes between the two cabins over here there'll be a wolf. And because I smell right now, I will almost certainly immediately track that wolf, if it is there. It won't follow me into the front of the dam area, so I just need to get around the corner without getting jumped. That's part of the reason it won't follow me in, because if I close the door... Well, I think, technically, as far as the animal pathing goes, I don't think open/closed gates like that do any difference. I think the AI automatically assumes they're closed, so you don't usually have to worry about them wandering in here. Although I'm not 100% sure about that. I could be wrong. Plenty of guts we don't need. Instead of snoozing for an hour, what I'm going to do here is we do have a pair of boots waiting for repairs, so we'll repair them to warm back up. And we need a few more rabbit hides to do the hide repair for, well, the glove replacement. So we need 2 more of those. There is a workbench here, but there isn't we don't have any rabbit stuff here. And I'm taking the hide with me, because I could use that for a travois if I've got the maple saplings. Which sometimes wash ashore, so I'm not worried about taking them along, even if there isn't one. Oh, I may need to start worrying about running out of a pry bar. Pry bar's getting a bit low. Got 2 cooking pots. Should leave one behind somewhere. Well, actually, it probably makes sense to leave it behind the fishing spot. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'm gonna leave this book behind. We like this book. I read the book. Okay, next stop, Coastal Highway. I'll probably walk through Coastal Highway, not sprint through Coastal Highway, because I'm no longer carrying any food that I want to eat. Though there's plenty in Coastal Highway, so the goal right now is get to Coastal Highway, go down to the fishing spot, and we can eat for days. So depending on our calorie situation, when we get closer to Coastal Highway, I might sprint a little bit more when we're in it. And to be fair, I think the cabin just after we get into Coastal Highway is going to be the good place to put a pause break in. So I could take a detour sometimes to kill rabbits as I come through here. Might be worth taking the detour to check to see if there's a rabbit or two in, well, rabbit hide in the cave. Most likely to be in the second cave, not the first one, so we'll check the second one. This is also a place where we can find a birch bark. I suppose if I really wanted my condition back quicker, I could drink some birch bark tea. We got some birch bark on us already. And I suppose that second cave would also be a nice place to warm up. Take like a 1 hour snooze in that cave to warm up. I'm not getting bad haul on the birch bark.
It's making my head feel thick.
So it has been a while since we've been here, right? We mapped all Mountain Town and half of Forlong Muskeg since been here last. Oh, the wind blowing in our face is not what I want to deal with right now, so we're going to sprint through the wind bit here so we can get warm. Because yeah, the condition that we have right now is a little uncomfortably low due to the bear mauling that we had a little while ago. So again, I don't really want to be taking cold damage. Okay, we're warm in here. And I was unlucky, I didn't leave any rabbit pelts here. So instead of trying to... Well, we wouldn't have even been trying to repair the rabbit mitts anyway, so I'm going to sleep for an hour. Should get us warm. Yeah, basically fully warm. Still pretty windy, so we're not going to necessarily stay warm for very long. And there really isn't going to be good places between here and Coastal Highway to stop, so we're basically trying to run through quickly before we take too much damage from the cold. And yeah, the intent for this stream was to have a nice chill stream where we do fishing. The bear mauling has made this part of the stream, at least, far less chill. Hopefully, don't get mauled in the next part.
My fingers feel numb.
But yeah, early next part we'll be getting down to a fishing spot on the coast. And gathering, well, eating some of the fish and probably then taking a very long nap. And then fishing. After which will probably be a very long nap again, because it'll probably have been like 12, 13, 14 something hours where we do fishing. Yeah, not particularly happy that I'm taking 20% condition damage a in-game hour at the moment, but what we'll do is we'll sprint through most of the way to the cabin. I think I've got enough calories here that we're not really in danger of running out of calories getting down to the coast. So I hope everyone has been enjoying the stream and or the part if you're watching on YouTube. Coming up on where I'm going to take my first break of the stream, which is when we're going to duck into this cabin over here to warm the character up. I use that save point as a good place to put a part break in. As I try to keep these parts 30 to 40 minutes long. And between parts is the best time to take a break for IRL, stretching, other things I do during the breaks. There we go. Okay, I hope you have all been enjoying. This is where I'm going to go ahead and put the part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a minute or two break, probably refresh my cup of tea, so I'll probably be back after a tea break. At which point, we'll pick up recording the next part and continue the stream. So with that, wish you all the best luck and good time until the next part, or the next stream. Well, until the next part. Bye for now.